get right into the show. Welcome to the Sunday Show, the biggest show of the week on the voice of Vietnam, featuring Vietnamese people, land, music, and more. To begin, if a craft village has survived for more than 1,000 years, will it be able to survive another 1,000? Maybe, but there's a culture risk in beating the manager chairs, which is why for Battang, one of the most successful craft villages in Vietnam today, there are grave concerns about preserving the village time-honored pottery craft. Today, we will discuss the issue of inheritance in Battang, zooming in on a single family of one master potter. Battang, the home of pottery in Vietnam. Some of the country's greatest potters were born here, and most started out like this. The next thing I learned in life after working was how to carry pottery from one place to another. There was master potter artisan Trần Đức Tân, director of the Tân Thịnh Cooperative and creator of the 5-star OCOP product, Suối Ngọc Pottery.
Với chú tham gia thì là một phút đại diện cho một cái nhóm hàng nó mang tính đương đại.
I participated in the OCOP program representing the contemporary product category. 8 businesses were considered for 5-star OCOP out of 4,000 businesses, with more than 9,000 products participating. Only 3 were examined by the Press and Council, and was very proud to be one of the finalists. For Vietnamese craftsmen, a 5-star OCOP certificate is a great honor. You know, Mr. Tân is a man of few words when it comes to awards and recognition. When the topic is his work and craft, he can talk for hours.
Thực ra thì trong cái bài mang tiếng học này nó chứa đựng những cái kinh nghiệm của nhiều vài năm trong cuộc đời tôi.
My glaze formula for Suối Ngọc isn't a single formula, but a combination of many other glaze formulas. The surface of Suối Ngọc pottery reflects this combination, in which the colors blended harmoniously when fired to a specific temperature. The different agents in the glaze formula are activated but remain stable, creating extraordinary effects. The level of difficulty of this technique excites me. Trần Đức Tân is a household name in Battang, one of the oldest craft villages in Vietnam. But his masterpiece, Suối Ngọc, is atypical of traditional Battang's pottery, which is all about its beautiful crazing and hand-drawn patterns, which the legends ascribe to Mandarin Hữu Kiều, a diplomat in the Lý dynasty. Suối Ngọc, in contrast, resembles abstract art, with explosive colors and jade-like transparency conjured up from the mystery of ceramic chemistry. Mr. Tân is certainly a potter ahead of his time. But 8 years ago, this quiet, usually calm artisan had a crisis. His son was starting to follow a career other than pottery.
Di sản là do tiền nhân để lại nhưng phát triển không phải con người, mà chính con người ở nơi đấy được sống và làm việc.
Inheritance and preservation of a craft village depends on its people. Our seniors left behind a legacy, but to develop that legacy is the job of the current generation. It would be a shame if they don't recognize the value of such a legacy. Then again, whether they choose to pursue the craft is also a matter of fact. It's the same with my son. I can't decide for him. I tried to give him guidance, but he lacks business management and went to college to study. That was Mr. Tân again recalling his son's decision, who spent 3 years pursuing a major in business. One day he came home and told me he wanted to quit business management and pursue a major in pottery art instead.
I'm 4 years behind. 3 years studying business management, and then I quit. And then another year preparing for the art school's entrance exam. I realize I'm way behind my peers in Battang. But as I said, Pottery is in my blood, so I feel okay.
There was artisan Jonathan's son, Kentu, and what he said just now has certainly made his father relieved. And he said he hopes the change of heart was because his son came to understand the value of pottery and the advantage of having artisans' parents. But then again, Tú did lose 4 of his best years, and Mr. Tân understood this.
Thực ra thì cũng không khó khăn lắm nhưng mà lại rất khó khăn rất nhiều.
This was easy and difficult for him, I think. He lost 3 years studying business management and then spent another 5 years pursuing art. So I told him he had to major in pottery. I said, you were born in the land of pottery. Your parents are potters. But I want you to learn the textbook fundamentals and become not just a craftsman, but someone who can talk about pottery. As one of the biggest names in Japanese pottery, Tan's expectations were great, but understandable. Now that his son is determined to become a potter, the family faces a familiar problem in craft villages: how to pass on the craft to the next generation. Anyone can learn pottery at school, but Matjang's pottery is unlike anything they teach at school. For young artisans can do the problem is threefold. He explained to us the reason he was so late to a craft he knew only slight.
I think most of us didn't have a clear career orientation growing up. My family did guide me, but I couldn't decide where I should go. People in my generation just picked the most in demand, trending major to study. For me, business management was sort of a casual major. It felt safe, but after a while, I realized it wasn't a good fit for me.
The lack of a career orientation is a recent phenomenon. Most of the winner's father have been living and breathing in pottery workshops all their lives, but make different life choices can do again.
When I was little, we fired our teams with coal and wood. On rainy days, I usually carried heavy packages for my parents or played with the coal. There used to be a bunch of coal pits in the village, and I would jump into them and come out pit-like.
Mr. Tân was the same, but he realized early on that he was the son of a potter, so he started making pottery when he was 10. He agrees that even with the same upbringing, the old and the new generation can think differently. In his day, being a potter was the only way you could feed yourself.
Nghề cũng bắt chàng thì cháu vẫn biết nó hàng nghìn năm tuổi. Nó phải là một nghề gần nghìn năm tuổi cho đến hiện giờ.
Pottery is a 1,000-year-old craft in Bachang and is still developing. Bachang is a special village because there's no agriculture here, and the villagers focus only on pottery. And this leads us to the second layer of the problem. Even if you want to be a potter, no one would teach you the craft, as Tú puts it.
Cái đấy nó cũng là một cái bất cập là nó không chỉ của ngành gốm không chung mà nó đã rất là đa ngành.
A lack of reference for failures is a problem in many fields, not just pottery. We have neglected systemizing our knowledge base, so the new generation must do a lot of fumbling around for information. I'm lucky to know a little bit of English and have access to the internet. The previous generations made pottery only by instinct and experience, so we have it easier than them.
That was the doing why his generation struggles to inherit the craft. But it's likely that his father would disagree.
Nó có một cái cách nói là gì? Mình tiếp cận được gần gũi với những người trong nghề nhưng mà nó ít và nó ra truyền.
My generation got to be closer to the master craftsmen and learned from them. But like I said, their techniques were church secrets. So there were times when I really wanted to sell off part of my property just about one or two place formulas or a few techniques. But it wasn't that easy. We are talking about people's livelihoods. They means to feed themselves. It was tough to just hold a conversation about our craft. But looking back, I'm proud. We had nothing to learn from, and yet, from this talks and with stories told by our seniors, we pieced things together and got to where we are today.